The hummingbird technique, eh? I thought I was the only one who knew that. Please welcome the lovely Saffron Burrows, everybody. Saffron Burrows. Oh yeah, pick your microphone on, will you? There you go. Plug it in right there. You need any help with that? You good? How are you, dear?
No, I'm very well. I feel I was here just the other week.
Well, you were kind of, weren't you? When were you here? It was just the other week.
It was just the other week.
And you're doing the new NBC show with you're playing this. Are you a sex therapist in the show?
Well, I'm actually a therapist of the mind, body, and soul.
So yes would be the answer there.
I'm the resident mental health counsellor.
Right. Okay.
For the sort of the cover, which is, you know, the Christian Slater's suburban side of himself.
All right, because the show, he plays two people in the show, right?
Yes.
He's himself, and then he's like Dr. Evil or something.
Yeah, there's Henry, which is the suburban man with, works for an insurance company with a wife and kids.
Right.
And then there's his assassin side, Edward.
Ah, right. Henry and Edward. Henry Jekyll, Edward Hyde. Ah, I get it.
And there's a very subtle difference. Like, one of them's left-handed and one's right-handed.
Oh, nice. Does he drink a potion?
He sort of, well, you get a little bit of blurry camera,
right,
and he gets a bit of a headache.
So there's a good one and an evil one. It's kind of like the Olsen twins, right? You get the good one and the evil one. And you talk through his personality problems then?
I talk him through, and I sort of try to assuage his troubles. He comes and tells me dreams he's had, and I generally try and make him feel calm about life.
Do you ever go and see a therapist yourself?
No, well, I think what we're missing now...
Do you ever have sexy dreams? About your therapist? I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You do?
About your therapist? No. You are the therapist in the dream. Never mind. Look, what happens when you go to your... So you're seeing a sex therapist right now then, you say, and...
Christian Slater's visiting Saffron Burrows' character.
No, forget all that. We plugged the show. I want to know about you. I want to know...
Well, I was at a party recently, and I have to say, I don't go for psychics and things because I'd like to let my life unfold.
Right.
I don't particularly want someone telling me what's going to happen. But I was at a party with a psychic, and there were 25 people all sitting around, and then the idea was they tell you who might be your guardian, one of the people keeping an eye on you.
Oh, like a dead relative?
And
sort of thing?
Yeah. And mine apparently was the kind of god of fun. And he was called Pepe.
No! How bizarre!
He was called Pepe.
Pepe,
and he was like the god of late-night clubbing and general fun. And he was called Pepe.
And then, did you meet Pepe on the way out? He's not a puppet, you know. He's real.
We had a little chat.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I bet he would talk to you. Yeah, he likes the women's. That's what he says.
He says that.
Yeah, do you enjoy shellfish, crustaceans, prawns, those kind of things?
Well, do you, Craig?
Yes, I do, actually. I enjoy scampi.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I like a bit of scampi, and I enjoy some sushi, if you don't mind me saying so.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like oysters?
Yes, I do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can
actually,
tell
I don't really like oysters, but I always tell women I like oysters.
What happens when they order some for you?
I say I fake my own death, actually, is what I do. I go to the bathroom and don't come back. No, I don't mind oysters. It's just that sometimes when it's like a bit like snot going down, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it's a love-hate thing, isn't it? Like Marmite.
Marmite,
People go either way.
Yeah. Do you know what we're talking about here? Marmite. Marmite is it's like a beefy spread.
Yeah.
Remind you of anyone? I'm sorry. I'm such a vulgar old oaf tonight for some reason. I don't know why.
I have just started to embrace steak and bacon sandwiches and things like this.
You were a
for
vegetarian,
the first time
yes.
since I was a kid.
And you've been a vegetarian for years. What got you back on the beef then?
Well,
if you pardon the expression.
I have an actor's answer, which is that I was playing a role where the woman starts to eat spare ribs on camera.
Right.
And I didn't want to do a bit of soy something.
Right.
and fake it. But you've inspired me in another way.
Why?
I've now just applied for citizenship.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations. Well done. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, the first step in your journey to being a true American is starting to eat meat again. So right there, you're beginning to become an American now.
The two seem to go side by side. In-N-Out Burger, Americanism.
No, well, actually, no, the truth, I don't know if we advertised that particular
I'm so
burger
sorry.
chain. Do we? Oh, what the hell.
I do enjoy the drive-through.
Drive-through burgers.
drive-through burgers.
Anything is good.
It's excellent.
Anything that you don't have to
like
get out
it.
of the car. You can get married without getting out of your car.
You can have a whole evening out with the little radio playing a bit of something on satellite.
Right.
A bit of coffee house soul or something. And drive through, have a burger, see a film.
See a film in
It's
your
a whole
car?
evening.
Yeah, yeah. Do you enjoy the coffee house soul?
I plucked that from the air. But there's some sort of radio station like that.
I like the
satellite.
hits of the 80s I find myself listening to over and over again.
You do?
I do, because I was so drunk during the 80s, I go, I never heard that. That's pretty good. Over and over and over again.
I've started to enjoy Dire Straits and stuff
Dire
that I
Straits.
didn't really listen to
Do you know
before.
what I always thought about Dire Straits? Remember when I watched Dire Straits that their singer, Mark Knopfler, was going bald? And so what happened was his little headband would get wider every time. In every video, he would get wider and wider and wider. Until the end, it was just hair there, and then the big giant thing,
the big-
money for nothing, chicks for free.
The big bandana.
Yeah, that's how you can tell a man's going bald. Big bandana.
Big bandana.
So, have you?
Yeah.
When will you become a citizen then?
Well, this is the thing. I was inspired because I want to vote, of course. But it looks like I'm going to have to wait till the next time round. I'm waiting for my meeting, so I could welcome some tips. On
Well, let's see. What you have to? They'll quiz you at the meeting. Have you filled in the test yet?
Yes.
Right.
All I've done is I've said I will bear arms for America.
Oh yeah, no, I had to say that too. Yeah.
You did.
Would you really, or did you have your
I'd
fingers
run
crossed?
away.
No, no. No, you
I'd
have
go
to
to
actually do it.
Canada.
You have to bear arms, and I think there's something else you have to be. Not in Al Qaeda or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of questions. They're quite difficult, some of the questions. And they made it harder now. I got the easy test. And
You
then they
did?
changed. Yeah, my test was, do you love America? Yes. You know, do you enjoy cola? Oh, you bet I do. That's it.
Yeah.
Yours is kind of like, Supreme Court justices, how the system works, the House of Representatives, the Senate. Do you know all this?
Did you not have to do that?
Yes, I did, actually, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've got a very large book, 1492 to the present, People's History of the United States.
You didn't have to bother with anything up until about 1980.
Really?
Yeah. Don't bother with all
I'll
that
start
people
with Guns
sailing
N' Roses
around.
or something.
Yeah. Start with Guns N' Roses,
Roses,
and then
Reagan.
yeah.
Reagan.
and
Yeah.
yeah, you'll be fine. It'll be all.
Nixon, don't need to know. Just start with Reagan.
Well, no, don't ask, don't tell about
No,
Nixon.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, there's your topical late
Don't
night
bring him
humour
up.
right there. Take that, Nixon. Hey, we've got to go. It's lovely to see you again. Come back and see us in another couple of weeks.
I'll tell you how it's gone.
Yeah,
Tested
all right then.
everything.
Yeah, no, do. When you're
Yeah.
an American. Don't come back until you're an American.
All right.
All right then.
I'll
The
wear a
lovely
badge.
Saffron Burrows, everybody.